Nikola Tesla said once, he said, "The day science begins to study non-physical phenomena, it will make more progress in 1 decade than in all previous centuries of its existence." Speaks volumes. Let's get into this deep shit. Yo, so check game, man. This is gonna kind of border on the line of what some people may call pseudoscience, because there isn't much fact, but there isn't much proof in a book that you may find a lot of this information that I'm going to say moving forward. So please, keep your naysaying comments to a minimum if you can. And sometimes you have to understand that you can't really base the unknown off of what you don't know or what you can't find in a book or what someone else has not found in a book to tell you. So research only takes you so far. Comprehensive thinking and meditation and tapping in to the non-physical will take you further. Those are just my perspectives. I did a video on that. So, yeah. So with that being said, family, this is about mudras, but this video is going to go into it a little bit deeper of how hand signals hold so much power. Well, first we have to start off with the hands and talk about some basics. So on one side, let's start on this side. Depending on what hand you are, you have a receiving and a repulsion side. Okay, you usually receive with your left. You usually repulse or throw out energy with your right. Vice versa if you're left-handed. All right. So with each digit on your hands have different attributes when you're talking about connected to the elementals. Okay. So you have earth, wind, fire or light, ether, water. I'm sorry, I did that in a very weird order, but that's how I remember it. I have to do it that way. Okay, so light and ether are interchangeable depending on your perception. Okay, so this is why most of the elements do connect with the thumb to expand on it. Okay, so these are just mudra basics. Now, the reason why this works is because your body is a electromagnetic machine. Okay, so with intent, you can focus electrons or electricity to all parts of your body, but specifically for this video, to your digits. Okay, so when you're doing mudras, hand signals, you are actually creating closed currents. You're closing currents. Okay, and these currents gives off signatures. Now, the reason why this is important is because the same reason why I quoted Nikola Tesla at the beginning of this video is because Nikola Tesla, along with other scientists, understood where free energy lives. Nikola Tesla found out how to pluck electricity or power or energy out of thin air. That's because the air is kind of a little bit more than you think, and we take advantage of this all the time because we just air. We do this, we feel air, we fan ourselves off air, right? But there's energy in that, you see? So when you're doing hand signals, especially martial artists. If you watch an old Chinese movie, you were like, they'd be, whoa, 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 right? Why are they doing this? Why is that a thing, right? That's because they're taking the electricity or the currents or the power out of the air as an element, and they're harnessing it. So when you see these moves, it is not because they're just pretty, because they are, but it's also pulling energy and harnessing it. So you see a ninja movie, and these movies are based off something that's heavily rooted in fact, if you didn't know. But when you see them, like, they do this, right? This is a thing. We just do this like it's planned, but this is a thing. You see what I'm saying? And you can create your own mudras. You can create your own hand signals and signs and movements, because it's all about intent. But there are some that are very sacred and very ancient. But yeah, I just really wanted to do this video on that because I always wanted to do this, because, you know, I did martial arts when I was younger, and I've always been, intrigued and attracted to it. And once I started to understand the science behind some of the things I imitated, or some of the things I've seen on TV, and even later in life, things that I researched or stumbled upon, you know, whatever, it just made a lot of things click to me. And I just thought that I would share it with my fellow students of the New Mystery School. All right, so yeah, man, I think it's just a beautiful thing to know, and have fun, study it, find out more about it, or even create your own, because nothing is more powerful than the things that you create. Remember that. Nothing can be more powerful than your own creations. All right. So with that being said, you already know the deal. Signing off. Keep them third eyes open. I'm gone.